If you're over 60, this next minute could matter more than you think. One quiet moment, one sudden warning, and knowing what to do could save your life. After 60, the heart doesn't always send loud signals. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it waits until you're alone. Many seniors imagine a heart emergency as something dramatic, a crushing pain, someone nearby, an ambulance already on the way. But real life is often very different. It might happen early in the morning or late at night. You're at home, maybe watching TV, maybe in the bathroom, or even while you're asleep, and no one else is there. That thought alone can be frightening. Here's the truth, spoken gently and honestly. Heart-related emergencies are one of the leading concerns for adults over 60, and a large number of serious events happen when a person is by themselves. That does not mean you are helpless, it does not mean it's too late, and it certainly does not mean you should live in fear. It means knowledge matters. Small actions, calm decisions, and simple habits practiced ahead of time. These things can make all the difference. As we age, our bodies change. Signals feel different than they used to. Pain may not be sharp. Symptoms can be confusing, and many seniors ignore early signs because they don't want to make a fuss. They tell themselves things like, "Oh, it's probably just indigestion," or "I'll just sit down for a minute," or "I'll wait and see." That waiting can be dangerous. This is not about panic. This is about awareness. Because surviving a heart emergency alone after 60 is not about strength. It's about preparation. It's about preparation, what your body might be telling you. And it's about knowing the calm, practical steps you can take if the unthinkable happens. In this video, we're not here to diagnose anything. We're not here to scare you. And we're certainly not here to promise miracles. We are here to share realistic, senior-friendly information, clear guidance, simple habits, and actions that many doctors quietly wish every older adult already knew. These are things that can be learned, practiced, and remembered. Because hope doesn't come from ignoring risk. Hope comes from being ready. By the end of this series, you'll understand how small daily choices can support your heart, how common aging mistakes quietly increase danger, and what to do if you ever find yourself facing a heart emergency alone. Most importantly, you'll understand this. Even after 60, even if you live alone, and even if you've worried about your heart before, you still have options. And the next part begins with something almost every senior gets wrong. A mistake so common, it feels harmless yet. It may be silently putting lives at risk. Stay with us. The information we're about to share could be the most important you hear all year. Let's slow things down and talk plainly. Your heart is a muscle. It works every second of every day, and after you turn 60, it might not complain the way it used to. This is one of the biggest challenges for older adults. In our younger years, heart trouble often announces itself loudly sharp chest pain, a sudden collapse, obvious danger, but in later years, the symptoms can be much quieter, more subtle, and far easier to dismiss. This is why so many seniors don't recognize that trouble is knocking at their door right away. Instead of that intense crushing pain, there might just be a feeling of pressure, tightness, or a strange fullness in the chest. Instead of the classic pain shooting down the left arm, there might be discomfort in the jaw, the neck, the upper back, or even the stomach. Some seniors suddenly feel short of breath without knowing why. Others get dizzy, lightheaded, or feel a sudden unexplained weakness. And many report an unusual sense of anxiety or unease, a deep feeling that something just isn't right. This is where the first common aging mistake appears. Mistake number 1 is assuming that symptoms must be severe to be serious. They don't. Another mistake is simply blaming age itself. We tell ourselves, "Oh, I'm just tired," or "I'm getting older, my body aches anyway." That kind of thinking delays life-saving action. Then there's another very common mistake, not wanting to bother anyone. Many seniors live independently, and they value their self-reliance. They don't want to worry their family or their neighbors. So what do? They wait. They sit down. They lie down. They just hope it passes. Waiting feels like a calm, reasonable thing to do. But in this situation, it can be incredibly risky. There's also a lot of confusion about what actually helps in the moment. Some people think walking it off is a smart idea. Others think lying down flat is the best thing to do. Some even try to drive themselves to get help. Without clear guidance, fear takes over, and that's why preparation matters. Not preparation based on panic, but preparation based on calm, clear understanding. Another aging mistake is neglecting our daily habits just because nothing feels wrong. The heart doesn't usually fail suddenly without any warning. It often weakens quietly over a long period of time. Things like poor sleep, not drinking enough water, high stress, a lack of movement, and ignoring your regular routines. None of these feel dramatic on a day-to-day basis. But when you put them all together, they place a significant strain on your heart. And finally, there's a dangerous belief that it's simply too late to change. Many seniors think, I'm past the point where my habits even matter. That is absolutely not true. The body remains incredibly responsive well into our later years. Small improvements still help. Gentle, consistent habits still matter a great deal. Now, let's address the reality of being alone. Living alone does not increase your risk by itself, but it does increase the need for self-awareness. When you're by yourself, there's no one to notice the subtle changes in your face. There's no one to hear a change in your breathing. There's no one to say, you don't look quite right. That responsibility falls entirely on you. And I know that can feel heavy, but it can also be incredibly empowering. Because once you understand what really matters, you can prepare in quiet, practical ways. You can arrange your living space wisely. You can practice calm responses. You can build simple habits that support your heart every single day. This isn't about memorizing complex medical facts. It's about learning to recognize patterns. When something feels unusual, when discomfort doesn't get better with rest, when symptoms appear suddenly or just feel different than your normal aches and pains. Those are the moments that deserve your attention. And no, paying attention does not mean panicking. It means having respect for your body. In the next part, we're going to move away from theory and get straight into action. We'll talk about the daily habits that truly support heart health after 60 habits that are realistic, gentle, and safe. We're not talking about extreme diets, intense workouts, or complicated routines. We're talking about small, steady steps you can actually follow. Steps that support your circulation, improve your awareness, and promote calm decision-making if you're ever alone and need it most. Now, let's talk about what truly helps. Not in theory, but in real, everyday life after 60. These aren't treatments. They are supportive habits. Gentle, realistic, and designed for seniors. Think of them as daily signals of care to your heart. Habit 1 is to practice the morning check-in. This takes less than 2 minutes. Each morning before distractions begin, just pause. Sit upright with your feet on the floor and breathe naturally. Ask yourself 3 simple questions. First, how does my chest feel compared to normal? Not looking for pain, just awareness. Second, is my breathing comfortable? Notice if it feels easy or strained. And third, do I feel clear-headed? Dizziness or unusual fog is worth noticing. This habit builds familiarity with your normal state. When you know what normal feels like, changes stand out faster. That awareness alone can prevent dangerous delays. Don't judge, don't worry, just notice. Habit 2 is hydration with intention. Many seniors are mildly dehydrated most days. Our sense of thirst becomes weaker with age, but the heart still depends on fluid balance. Dehydration can thicken the blood slightly, increase strain on circulation, and worsen lightheadedness. This habit is simple. Drink a full glass of water within 30 minutes of waking. Not rushed, not gulped. Then, aim for small, steady sips throughout the day. Not large amounts at once, just consistency. A helpful reminder is to drink a little before you even feel thirsty. Hydration supports circulation quietly. It's one of the simplest acts of self-care. Habit 3 is gentle daily movement, not exercise pressure. After 60, the goal is circulation, not performance. Movement tells the heart, you are needed, you are supported. This doesn't mean strenuous workouts. It means gentle motion every day. A short walk, light stretching, or even just standing up and sitting down slowly a few times. Even 5 to 10 minutes at a time helps. Movement encourages blood flow, supports balance, and improves awareness of how your body feels that day. The key is consistency, not intensity. If one day feels slower, that's fine. If another feels better, enjoy it. Movement should leave you feeling calm, not exhausted. Habit 4 is to know your stop signals. This habit is all about listening. Seniors often push through discomfort out of habit or pride. Instead, practice recognizing when to pause. Stop signals include sudden pressure or tightness that doesn't ease, unusual shortness of breath, lightheadedness that feels new, or a sense of unease without a clear reason. When these appear, the habit is simple. Stop what you're doing, sit upright, breathe slowly. Don't rush to fix it, but don't ignore it either. Give your body space to settle. If symptoms improve quickly, note it. If they don't, that information matters. This habit builds calm decisions. Habit 5 is to prepare your environment before you need it. Preparation is an act of kindness to your future self. Keep a phone charged and nearby, especially at night. Know where you would sit if you needed to rest quickly. A sturdy chair with arms is ideal. If you use glasses or hearing aids, keep them accessible. Clear communication matters. This habit reduces panic because the environment supports you. You aren't scrambling. You aren't searching. You are responding calmly. Habit 6 is slow, steady breathing practice. This habit supports your nervous system. Once or twice a day, practice slow breathing. Inhale through the nose for a count of 4, then exhale gently for a count of 6. No force, no strain. This calms the body, reduces stress signals, and helps you recognize what calm actually feels like. When stress is lower day to day, it's easier to respond clearly during unusual moments. Finally, habit 7 is to end the day with a brief review. At night, reflect quietly. Ask yourself, did I feel anything unusual today? Did I ignore any signals? What felt good? This isn't about worry, it's about awareness. You're teaching your mind to notice patterns. Over time, this habit strengthens confidence in your own judgment. Here's the most important thing to understand. None of these habits work because they are dramatic. They work because they are gentle and consistent. They reduce confusion, they reduce delay, they increase calm awareness, and calm awareness saves time when time matters most. You are not trying to control your heart. You are learning to listen to it, and listening is one of the most powerful skills a senior can have. In the final part of our series, we'll talk about something just as important as habits: hope, reassurance, and why it is truly not too late to support your heart, your confidence, and your independence even now. Let's end this with something every senior deserves to hear. It is not too late, not to care for your heart, not to build safer routines, not to strengthen your confidence living independently. Aging does not mean giving up influence over your health. It means choosing gentler, wiser ways to support it. Many people over 60 carry quiet fear. Fear of being alone. Fear of sudden emergencies. Fear of becoming a burden. Those fears are understandable, but they do not have to define your future. What defines your future is what you do consistently, not perfectly, just consistently. Every small habit you practice sends a message to your body. I am paying attention. I am taking care. I am prepared. That message matters. You do not need to become obsessed with your heart. You do not need to monitor every single sensation. You simply need awareness and respect. Respect for early signals, respect for rest, respect for steady routines. If you live alone, preparation is not pessimism. It is peace of mind, knowing your phone is nearby, knowing how to pause and breathe, knowing you will not just ignore something that feels unusual. That knowledge brings calm, and calm supports good decisions. Remember this: most people who manage heart emergencies well did not do anything heroic. They did not run, they did not panic, they did not try to push through the pain. They noticed, they paused, they responded. That is something you can do. Age does not remove that ability. In many ways, age strengthens it. You have lived through challenges before. You have learned patience. You understand your body better than you ever did before. Those are incredible strengths. Let this video be a quiet reminder, not a warning, not a threat. A reminder that your life still matters deeply. Your independence still matters. Your health still responds to care. So, if you found this information helpful, take one simple step. Choose one habit from today. Just one, and practice it this week. Not all of them, just one. Build from there. And if this message helped you feel calmer or more prepared, consider sharing it with someone you care about. A neighbor, a friend, a family member over 60. Sometimes sharing knowledge is an act of love. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take a slow breath, sit comfortably, and remember, you are not fragile. You are informed, and that makes all the difference.